The Battle of Pine Bluff, Arkansas in 1863 was critical. It was critical in the sense that, with the Civil War being partially over abolition, one commander utilized freedmen and fought for them. He was pro-abolitionist. He knew his responsibility was to fight to free these men and their rights, at the time in chains. This is a documentary on the rights and responsibilities of one commander at the Battle of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, 1863. Powell Clayton joined the Union Army in 1861. He was working his way up the ranks as Lieutenant Colonel of the 5th Kansas Cavalry by February of 1862. Clayton was again promoted to commander when asked to defend a post at Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with the same cavalry. The Battle of Pine Bluff was near, as the Confederate Army was looking to take a valuable city that the Union controlled. On the morning of, Clayton decided to move 150 horses into the square for precautionary reasons, even though he didn't fully know the Confederate Army was coming. Clayton soon got notice that the army was on their way only an hour before they were to arrive. The Confederates were being led by General John Marmaduke. General Marmaduke was commanding the 4th Confederate Cavalry of 4,000 men. Clayton was only leading 700 men with 300 freedmen and townspeople helping out. Marmaduke first came and set up snipers. He fired a few shots before ceasing. Marmaduke then asked Clayton to surrender. Clayton, knowing this was valuable Union territory in the deep South, declined and retreated into the courthouse. Women and children were also inside the courthouse or fleeing to it. Clayton knew now the most valuable asset to defend was this courthouse. When the second firing started, Clayton was fired on from 3 sides. 300 freed slaves were called upon to start rolling out cotton bales around the courthouse for Clayton. Clayton used these to create a fort that blocked the streets leading to the courthouse. 15 freedmen also took up guns. Marmaduke, growing tired of the Union cavalry hiding behind cotton bales, decided to charge directly at the square. Union fire ceased. The situation grew curious as the closer the Confederates got, the fire still ceased. When the Confederates got within 100 feet of the square, every gun Clayton had rang through the town. 11 cannons all fired at once, and 400 long-range rifles took action. The Confederates retreated and some scattered. Marmaduke tried this 2 more times with the same devastating result to his army. With the Confederates now scattered through town, Clayton decided to utilize the 150 horses he had placed there earlier. Clayton sent men on horses to chase the Confederates out of town. He succeeded, and Marmaduke had fallen to Clayton again, for this was not the first time Marmaduke had lost to his foe. Some 40 Confederates were found lying in the streets, wounded. Some were even found dead. Clayton had shunned 4,000 men with 700. After the battle, Marmaduke said, "My troops behaved well. The Federals fought like devils." Directly after the battle, only 11 Union soldiers were killed, although many more were to die of wounds. Clayton had won against many odds. He had used smart tactics to repulse Marmaduke yet again. He knew it was his responsibility to fight for the Union. He included freedmen in the fight and protected this town, which was actually a shelter for even more freedmen. He was not so much fighting for himself as he was for the freedmen's rights. While he had some cause for himself, Clayton showed honor in the fact that he didn't surrender, and that he was willing to directly sacrifice his life in this close-quarters battle with the 4th Confederate. Clayton would go on to become the 9th governor of Arkansas and played a pivotal role in healthy Reconstruction. He continued to earn freedmen's rights and brought the same passion to the political field as he did in Pine Bluff, Arkansas in 1863. Clayton had a responsibility, and in the face of sheer desperation, he calmly pulled through and fought for the rights of others.